What do I even talk about during an 11-minute video? Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you all so much for 300,000 subscribers. I have come so far in such a short amount of time, it's kind of wild. Thank you. The drawing that you see me working on in today's video was done in collaboration with Copics. I never thought I would see the day that I got to collab with Copics, but here we are. My 16-year-old self would be too stunned to speak. Anyway, I wanted to use this video to talk about myself a little bit because you all don't really know me, you know? I don't talk about myself very much in my videos, or, well, I have in the past, but not anytime recently. My name is pronounced Kara, and I am a 26-year-old self-taught, mostly traditional artist. As you can see, I've kind of switched over to doing my line art digitally. I am currently located in Michigan, however, I lived most of my life in central Ohio. Yes, the Columbus area. Yes, I am aware of MatsuriCon, which I am going to this year. I'm so excited. I'm not going to be a panelist or anything. I'm just going for fun. But I've lived in Michigan for about 2 years now. I currently do not do art full-time, so that's another reason why I don't put out like new content very often. A lot of what you've seen on my channel thus far, truthfully came from my TikTok from previous years. My main job currently is I am a replenishment associate at Michael's Craft Store. This means I'm part of the truck unload crew, I stock shelves, I do planograms, occasionally I'll cashier, and a bunch of other things that I'm not going to mention here because who cares really. Now, when it comes to my art and my art style, I often describe my style as a mix of manga illustrations with a hint of realism, though it's so much more than that. I believe I have a bit of inspiration from shows like Sailor Moon, Bee and Puppycat, Steven Universe. You notice a theme here? Yep, the theme is space. If you haven't already noticed, I draw a lot of pieces with like a celestial galaxy theme, so, you know, if you like space, then you'll more than likely enjoy all of my art. In fact, while I'm already on the subject of space, I may or may not be working on a pretty big project in relation to space. This really big project is part of why you may not be seeing much finished art from me over the next 6 months. I am so sorry in advance. It's taking up a lot of my time. I'm curious if any of you can guess what this big project is. I'll give you a little hint. It is a very, very highly requested thing from me. Back to my artwork. Most of my art consists of blues, purples, and pinks. You'll rarely see like oranges and reds in my work. If I use like any sort of red shade, it's gonna be pink. I don't know what to tell ya. As far as my materials go, I always try to list them in my pinned comments, but I use a variety of marker and pen brands. I also want to make note while I'm talking about the materials that I do have an Amazon shop listed on my profile. I do not, and I just want to reiterate this, I do not personally sell the items in my Amazon shop. It's merely like a catalog, if you want to call it that, of the different types of materials and products I use. The only materials I can think of at the top of my head right now that would not be on my Amazon shopping list would be the Blick Studio markers, which can only be found at Blick Art Materials, and the Artist Loft markers, which can only be found at Michael's Craft Store. If you live overseas, I am so sorry. I don't know any of the stores over there, so I would not be able to tell you. When it comes to materials I like to use, there is no gatekeeping here. Why do people gatekeep materials anyways? I will never understand that. The last thing I will mention about my art and my art style for now are some of my inspirations. This will probably not come as a surprise to several of you, but one of my childhood inspirations was Lisa Frank. She has a very colorful, rainbowy art style, and I have seen you guys in my comments saying how my artwork reminds you of like an adult Lisa Frank in a sense, which is really weird to say, by the way, because Lisa Frank is an adult, so I don't fully understand it, but I digress. And who says adults can't draw like cartoony, colorful, childish things? What even does childish mean? I love like animation and stuff, and that's categorized as childish, but I'm an adult and I love those. So, oh my gosh, I'm going off on a rant. Animation and cartoons and illustration, colorful type art is not only for kids. That's what I'm trying to get to. It's not just for kids, it's for adults too. Okay, I'm done babbling. So another one of my biggest inspirations is Miss Carrie J here on YouTube. She's not active anymore as far as I can see, but she was like the sole or main reason why I got into alcohol-based like artworks. She also influenced my style quite a lot. Other artists that influenced me were like, I feel like I always pronounce her name wrong, but Kitty Art, who passed away back in 2020, which broke my heart. And Christina Webb was also a pretty large inspiration of mine. There were many, many, many more artists, but those are like the main core ones for my art style. Alright, enough about the art stuff. Let's talk about non-art related stuff because it's a little bit different. I don't want everything about me to be just art. There's a lot more to me, okay? So, some of the other things that I really enjoy are the occasional video game. Usually it's like Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Terraria, Team Fortress 2. I love TF2, so that's another one. I also watch a lot of anime, though I don't watch nearly as much anime as I used to. By the way, for those of you who are caught up on Attack on Titan, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the last part of the series to come out. Ugh. I don't know what that noise was. We're just gonna ignore that. I also enjoy hiking and camping, getting out into nature, stuff like that. I even have a camping trip kind of planned for sometime in the near future. Badminton and tennis are also two things I really enjoy, though I never really get to play it anymore. I don't really have anyone to play with, or rather, I don't have a place to play badminton or tennis. So I want to do that again, just don't have the place for it. I love cats. Probably not a surprise, but I have a little boy. His name's Yami. He's not so little anymore. He's like 15 pounds and 7 years old, and he's a big old black cat, but I love him. And there's also Phantom. She is my little split-faced cat who is a tortoiseshell. And Autumn, who I found in the back room of a Walmart. She is a gray kitty. I love them all very much. Oh, and Pearl. Pearl's like my mom's cat, but I love her too. How many times can I say I love something? Because another thing I love are the Oreo ice caps from Tim Hortons. Not sponsored, but if they ever wanted to sponsor me, I would not be against it. I love the Oreo ice caps so much. They are my unhealthy addiction. I can't help it. Oh, what else? I'm running out of time. I severely underestimated just how much I can talk. I love rainbows. I know some of you spotted me in Mariah Elizabeth's comment section, and there's no coincidence there. I love rainbows. I was going to say as much as her, but let's be honest here. I don't create rainbows as much as she does in my artwork as she does in her artwork. So she definitely has me beat there. She definitely loves rainbows far more. I suppose the last thing I'll mention is I love to sing, but you guys will never catch me singing on video. I am not singing in front of people ever again. There's a reason why I draw nowadays. Let's just say that. Maybe I can go into more depth in a future video. It's not really a huge story or anything, and I believe I mentioned it in the past, but I'll leave it at that for now. I am running out of time for this video, so I'm going to do my closing thoughts on everything. If you all have any questions or things you'd like to know about me, you can leave them in the comments below, and I can do, like, I don't know, a part 2 to this video at some point in the future. It's rare that I make longer videos like this, but I'm hoping to start creating more lengthy videos at some point in the future. When it comes to these longer videos, I want to do more challenge-like videos, like the 3-marker challenge or a second attempt at the red lighting challenge, because I totally did not do that challenge right, and I am so sorry. It was a mess on the first go around, but I want to do it again and fix my mistakes on how I go about doing that challenge. I also want to challenge myself to draw some characters with a singular color scheme, or like a monochromatic color scheme, like all pink or all blue or all orange, because I usually use a wide array of colors within my work, so I think the monochromatic coloring scheme could be both challenging and fun for me. Alright, that's just about it for this video for now. I hope it wasn't too obvious that I was sick during the entire, voiceover recording of this. I tried to make my voice sound as normal as possible. If I sound a little bit more nasally than usual, that's why. But I hope you guys enjoy the artwork. I'm very proud of this piece. It's one of my favorite ones I've ever created, and yeah, materials will be listed in the pinned comment down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!